Hello and welcome to Let's Connect episode 4, your guide to what's going on in the virtual event space. I'm Lee Diener, president of Leading Edge Training Solutions, and I'm thrilled to talk to you about the latest and greatest that's going on in our world right now. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about Zoom. This month, we're going to talk about features that have come out over the last 6 months that don't seem to be used as much as we would expect. The first of those features is the advanced slide control. This has been a great update where you can have one person sharing the slide deck and multiple people being able to have access to control the slides and advance the slides. Now, what's even better is you can give and take access in real time as well if you're the person sharing access. This really helps when it comes to version control, because now you know that the slide deck that is the most recent is the one that's being shared, and it takes away from that next slide that we all get used to hearing in some presentations that we don't like to hear. The second feature update with Zoom that I want to talk about that's happened in the last 6 months that we don't see a whole lot of use from is the advanced polling questions. Zoom has offered a number of new question styles, which are ranked responses, matching questions, as well as open-ended questions. These are totally different than that standard multiple choice, single answer, multiple choice, multiple answer, and it really helps to increase that engagement with your participants. Makes them think a little bit more too, especially when you're in that educational setting or that corporate training setting. So take a look at some of these new and different question types that you have available to you and really increase your engagement by using some of them. Microsoft Teams had a couple of feature updates that we'd like to talk about as well. The first one is very similar to Zoom's AI assistant. It's called the Intelligent Recap feature. In order to use this feature, first, you have to make sure that your meeting is being recorded or transcribed. But once you do that, it's going to give you at the end a recap of what the meeting was, as well as a summary and some to-dos as they come out. What's kind of interesting on the recorded side is you can even, as you're watching the recording after the meeting, see the points where your name was mentioned. In a meeting-heavy world, we're always trying to remember the tasks that came out of each of the meetings that we've been to. The Intelligent Recap feature is going to help us to do that and make sure that we complete everything that we have to get done. The one WebEx update I want to point out is actually just a change in name, which is the auto admit feature has now changed names to join roles. All of the options are exactly the same. It just has changed names. So if you're looking for the auto admit to change some of the settings, look for join roles and you'll be able to make all your changes there. Adobe Connect also had some updates this month. The one that I'd like to focus in on is the advanced screen sharing for video clips. This optimizes the frame rates so that you can share high quality video content without lag. Our tip of the month this month comes from last month's talk about virtual presence. I'm going to focus in on the video side of virtual presence this month. And we had recommended using an external camera, which is exactly what I like to do. And I use a camera called the Insta360. It's a great camera because it has a number of features that really help to focus in on that virtual presence. First, there's 3 features that I want to hit on, which is the pan tilt zoom capability, the lighting adjustments that it has, and the exposure control. Those 3 really help to make the picture quality even better for your participants. There are 3 other features that the Insta360 camera has that I want to focus in on that I like to use in smaller meetings or especially training sessions. The first is a whiteboard view. The whiteboard view is great because the camera focuses right into a whiteboard, handles all the keystoning, makes it look flat, and the colors are awesome. From there, there's what we call a desk view. The desk view allows us to show a sales piece, a product, a document, anything along those lines, but you lay it flat on your desk, you're able to look right at the product or the document or sales piece and show everybody exactly what you want them to focus in on. And then the final is an AI tracking mode. If you're moving around more or you have a larger space, this is great to make sure that you stay in frame, especially if you don't have a camera person there to help you out. Overall, this is an excellent external camera that takes all of those elements that we've talked about in your virtual presence, particularly related to video, and helps pull things through. But it also is a force multiplier in some of the additional engagement things that you're able to add on, like the whiteboard, the desk view, and the AI tracking. We highly recommend it. That's a wrap for episode 4. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these updates. Maybe some of the things that you've been doing, some of the tips and tricks that you've incorporated. Please put them in the comments. And as a reminder, we just finished up a launch meeting ourselves with over 200 people, over 200 certifications at the end of it. I know that the POA meetings, launch meetings, end of year national sales meetings are all starting to come together, and the planning for the Q1 2025 meetings are happening. If you need any help, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know. We look forward to seeing you next time.